everyone. How we spend? Start with cat. I don't even at all. I'm excited for this event, but they did not do a good job advertising it at all. I didn't even know. I don't think any of their um advert. I guess that even be anyway. They never really said the date, just on their Twitter at all. I don't think it's their single time. Trying to find it right. Well, I guess whatever. It doesn't matter. It's tonight. It starts tonight and it ends. Sorry, Japanese time. So, but Cafeteria Cup. I'm actually pretty excited for this. Should be fairly good. Got pretty good pools. Which pool do we start with? Oh, probably this. It's on Twitter, but buried. Okay. At least it's on there once. That's all I can. That's all I can ask. But this first pool is Jogapu, AK Cosmos Kanaji. I wonder if Cos or AK Kanaji, if Kanaji forces or if he goes drama. We love drama here. I do in Let. I'm very good. Uh does Cosmos win this pool? Cosmos is actually really good versus. I think that's something that he doesn't get a ton of credit. No gauntlet, by the way. Two winners, two losers. Okay, that's what I expected. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna do gauntlet, but I think Cosmos. He looked really good at He looked really really. I believe Cosmos has to play Steve now. Is that the bet? Oh, is that the bet with E? But he's just doing good. No, we can't make him play Steve now. He finally got a good result, and he looked good, especially versus Dio. And this is why I think this is going to be a good pool for him because I think he can beat AK. Kanaji is probably going to go Shulk, and Shulk destroys Steve. If he actually has to play Steve, it's a really bad. If he doesn't have to play Steve, Aegis is arguably Falcon's worst matchup. And he does really well versus Snake. I think Aegis does pretty good versus Snake. Shulk Aegis, but if it's Steve, then he's gonna lose. I'll just say straight up. I think Kanaji has a chance as well. AK is it's pretty much just dependent on how AK points to because I think Jogabu should win this. I think he should win this pool, but I don't know if AK is gonna beat Cosmos. How good Cosmos was versus Dio, and if Apollo Kage is forced to do the Snake Ditto versus Kanaji, then he's probably going to lose because he's not very good at the Ditto. That's definitely something that he. Oh, well, he obviously, but he has to work unless he just defaults to. But it's one or the other. It can't be like in the set that he lost to Ike. He back and forth has to be. You're gonna learn the snake that you're gonna be confident in them. And I don't think playing Steve in that matchup is the correct choice. I think that's strategy mostly snake. That's what I thought, but they used Silk for his profile, so we shall wait and see. But anyway, I think Jogbu, yes, will win that pool. This pool number three, though, this one's a little interesting. Does Neo win? I actually don't know Neo and Asino head to head. I know I'm looking up on a tab. Too. I think Neo is gonna be the crux of this one. Base Mage and Nader U. Is Jigglypuff and Pichu? I feel like that's not a terrible match. You're not getting it. All right, is this gonna be? Have they've never played? Wow. Is this going to be the return of Neo? Oh, sure. I'd like to think so. Taji's mostly Snake, but he calls himself a Shulkman. That's respect. He uses Snake for the bad matchup. Who do you lose to with this? Two-tone, I think that's and he's never played Osimo. That's shocking to me. I feel like I would, on paper, favor Neo there. Just Foreign don't care about focus. They're just gonna frame trap you. Oh, what's that? You got through my first forward air. I'll just do another one. Like Foreign does not care at all. And the edge guarding, I feel like, is super easy. I could be wrong though, but I think Neo should win this pool because edge guarding Corn is hard as well. Got that up B hitbox and up air, and she's got moving around with back air as well. Then Nader U is actually, and Nader U's a real edge guard. So maybe this is a little more tricky, but it's the same thing as base major. You just swap Pichu away. I think Nail wins. Nail sweep. I believe. All right, Zomba. Ooh, Zomba, Ouch, Atorie, and I think that's Naucha. Is how you say that. And Naucha is Diddy Kong. So you would expect Zomba to definitely. I would also expect Ouch to win. I think he's obviously. I think he's the LCQ player, so he's gonna have to make a couple upsets if he wants to go far in this tournament. I think it's possible. Anything is possible by now. Atorie though. I don't know. He looked actually. He had a decent run at Umabora, if I'm not mistaken. But is it? Whoa, whoa! I don't know what's going on there. Is it decent enough to beat Zomba and Ouch? I don't think so. Ouch in the Ditto as well. Uh, that's a tough one. Zomba's. I don't know. Ouch had a really good recent tournaments. Has he? On a little bit of a streak, maybe. The wolf pool. Yeah, we got two snakes. We got two wolves. Oh, round rabbit. How are you today? Then our final one. At least we don't have two puffs, you know. It definitely could have happened. Gluto, Takara, Stenra, Samuel. Samuel could surprise. He's actually really talented. I think he could, perchance, make an upset or two. And it's Steve. You can do anything with Steve. But it's Gluto. I actually don't know Takara. Takara Steve isn't really. I've seen. I think Senra could be Takara as well. And could be. Oh, we get Senra. Did that happen in the main bracket? I don't think it did. I think Senra got upset fairly early. But that's exciting. I'm really happy to see though, because that's a very, very real. And Takara could also be good. This is a really bad pool, though. He'll probably still win because Utoni, but he's got a scary pool. Good video, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good tournament. Samuel sweep. Samuel sweep. Can we even look at the main bracket? Okay, we can. So this is what it looks like by seeding. Pluto first seed, Zamba second seed. Checks out. Osimo, Jogaboo, AK Dale. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. So sleep. And then who is this? This is the Naucha, not the Torie. Yeah, I think the seating is good. Maybe switch AK now. Actually, that's fairly recent. So would have had a Paul Kage above Ouch before. I honestly don't have a ton to say because it's tough when we don't actually know what the main bracket's gonna look like. But I think the pool that is most likely to have upsets is probably the Ouch Zomba pool, just because Ouch is in it, and I think he could crazy. But the Gluto pool is really scary for Gluto, but also it's Gluto, right? Like it's a top 5 player in the world, and there are a handful of not great matchups in it, but it's still a top 5 player in the world. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just kind of wanted to take a very small, very quick look at Cafeteria Cup. But now, unless we have any final questions, if we have any final questions, we could of course oblige to them. But after those, we're gonna move on to the tier list part of this best part of. Sorry, I'm drinking some water. Make sure you drink water today. I've heard it's good for you. You think Kanaji can make any damage in this bracket? Absolutely. Kanaji is very, very good. His pool is tricky, but doable. Cosmos and Jobu, I think, are really tough ones, to be honest. Um, Apollo Kage potentially could make the upset there because AK is just not very good in the Ditto. But also, AK just might bring out the Steve, but then he can counterpick the Steve with Shulk. Kanaji versus AK is actually okay. Now that I think about it a little bit more, you might even favor Kanaji, and to be honest, just because AK's history. But also, I'm sure he's been working on. But that could be a little bit of a counterpick war, which are, of course. All right, let's talk about tier list in Smash Ultimate. So I'm just changing them. All right, I'll leave that tab open just now, just in case we want to take a quick peek back. Oh, I forgot to. But I can add everyone. All right. Australia has Steve banned. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's sucks for Australia. Unlucky for them, I guess. Maybe they'll unban him after if they see what it does to Kanaji. I mean, maybe Kanaji will just let's change these tiers around. I don't like these colors too. There's so many pretty colors here, but all ones are just meh. Not a fan. This though, isn't this gorgeous? All right, I think that's okay. Like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Excuse me. And then this, oh, I gotta. Those are just freckles. We don't really care. I should have done this probably before. But, okay. People. Greninja A tier? Maybe. We'll see. We've had him banned for a year and a half. God bless. It's been a while. Why? What was the just cause? I guess that's always gonna be the answer. Cause was there any really good Steve players in Australia though? The only one I can think of is Ghost Steve? Is Ghost Steve in Australia crazy? Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time. There's a button to remove those characters? Where? Where do you Oh. Oh, would you look at that? Wait, but it makes Peach. Oh, I want Peach though. Kind of Daisy on this tier list. There we go. That's better. That's so convenient. Thank you. Era neutral. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, Lars said it too. Thank you guys. I didn't know. I've never seen that button in my life. I didn't even think about it. All right, so the goal of today's stream is obviously to do a tier list. We're gonna be ordering this tier list, and then what I'll probably do for the video, I'll just go back and record it, but maybe we'll live stream. We had Ghost, aka Brick Enthusiast, but he's which he's trying to do with Kazuya. I mean, that's a lot. Kazuya. If Kazuya gets banned, it's just a bad choice. Then we had a plethora of Steves, but not many. Okay, so it was just Ghost, but he was doing it. I don't think E7 knows. He's done like 50 of them. I mean, I've never even thought about clicking like a Patreon button. I think I know what that does. It's just not very intuitive. It should be in like, I don't know, in neon, big neon, so I can see it. All right, let's start. Let's get this out of the way. Where is Ganon? He is the worst character. I don't think probably have to argue this, but he's bad. He's very slow, very bad disadvantage. Doesn't hit hard, which is pretty shocking because it's like it's Ganon. He hits hard, and tit for tat, he hits pretty hard, like forward air for forward air, back air for back air. But he just gets the back air, or he just gets the forward air. You're not getting crazy extensions with Ganon. You're not getting combos like you're doing 40% at most. And then you get a read, and then you tack on like another 20%, and it only takes like one or two reads to get to like 80, but you got to get one or two reads. And on other characters, one or two reads can equal a kill. So he's lackluster. He doesn't have combos. He's slow. He's stupid, and he's not very. The only thing is Gazia is gatekeeping like 90% of players. If you're decent, so you can do the combos consistently. Yeah, you seem to be aware of electric. You can outspace electric. That can easily beat Kazuya. Kazuya, baby character. I also Luminosity make big moves. Everyone was just platform camping riddles, and I felt kind of bad, but it was really funny. It's just we've gotten to the point where people have realized, okay, this character not worth it. Not worth it. I'm just not gonna worry about that one. Oh, this is your first time catching a stream of the content. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, guys, if you enjoy it, make sure you like the stream because I'm pretty sure that helps the algorithm. I think I will be the best character. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot of competition. You should probably take that number one title. What's the big news? What is the big news? Kanaji's gonna win Cafeteria Cup. I like that. We're making a tier list. We've only put Ganon down. It's a lot of work. Ganondorf designs fundamentally can never work. Even if someone, uh, even if somehow made it. Yeah, he just once I my brain farted. It's tough when you are just slow. You're slow, but you hit hard. And the reason that Incineroar, for example, makes up for that is because one, he has really good combos, and he has side B, which just makes his burst range so much bigger. Like he has a pretty decent burst range with side B. I'm not telling you side B is the quickest move in the world, but it's better than what Ganon. I guess Ganon also has kind of a similar side B, but anyway, we gotta actually place people on this tier list. The next person I'm looking for, is it Little Mac? Is Little Mac the second worst character in the game? I think it is him. Ganondorf in F, everyone else in F. Yeah, pretty much. That's how Smash Ultimate goes. Me Brawler? Ooh. Yeah, do we want to do this in order, or do we just want to kind of stick people around? I think it's Doc. No, I think Doc's actually, but actually he's still bottom 10. But nah, I don't think he's second. Hmm. Where is Little Mac? I can't even find him. I wish this was in alphabetical order. The thing about Little Mac is he semi-ordered and put them in proper order. Yeah, it's probably what we're gonna now that I'm actually looking at all these characters. But Little Mac, he sucks. And the reason that he sucks is because he only has one type of neutral. Like when I'm playing Smash Ultimate, I have my grounded neutral and I have my aerial neutral, and I get to pick things from both neutral. Get different mix-ups and different timings on all those stuff. Little Mac has just the one. And he has combos with his aerials now. I think we've gotten to the point. This is 2024. We all know that Little Mac can do platform extension combos. He's got it like that if your name's Peanut, but you're never gonna like start your combos with the aerials unless you're throwing. It's he has just a grounded neutral and an aerial fighter, and it doesn't work super well. And also his recovery's bad. But that's easy. Territory has wins over has he beaten crazy. But also Hazard has beaten Shiny Mark. So Sumo Tuto's got third at a major with Doc. That's all I'm saying. Proof. Here to spread my opinion, as you should. That should be everyone's goal in life, is to spread their narratives, their propaganda. All right, what's another bad character? Zelda. I think this character is trash. Probably not third worst, but we're just throwing characters in there. Order it after. Zelda is bad. You got to be super precise with your heavy hitting moves, which isn't always a bad thing. But she doesn't have any ways to really set up into those super heavy moves. Unlike Snake, for example, Snake's got the forward air and the nair. But how can he get those? Well, he gets them off grenade. He gets them off of his grab that's broken. Zelda, she gets it off of baby grab, baby down air. It's just she doesn't work. Bad character. Zelda's low key bottom three. I could honestly see it. Plant, ooh, Plant bottom. Is he in the worst tier? He's at best the bottom of D tier. Plant is garbage. Lucky has made me a little bit of a believer. I'm not gonna lie. The up air's pretty good. Dash attack, really good. Patui, broken move. But that's about it. Who else is looking? Plant, Isabel, Mewtwo. Even though she has an infinite, you're never hitting it. Who's gonna hate Isabel Jab? Where alphabetical order? I literally can't find. I can find Villager probably. I wonder if it took Isabel off. I bet Isabel has been stolen away. Yep, there she is. Yoink, and then there we go. Found her. Or she was there the whole time. Oh, whatever. We got her. We got her. Don't forget Palu. Oh, not Palu. Maybe Ridley? No, not Ridley. Ridley's okay. D3? No. Character. I think those are all of the F tier characters. I can't think of anyone else that's just like garbage. Maybe Doc. Do I put Doc at the top of or the bottom of the A rule? Actually, I think I put K rule at the bottom of the. Where's Miso? Would be sort. Villager that bad? Probably not. K rule probably is. I think Isabel's that bad though. I'll put Isabel in F tier. Sephiroth. He's coming. He's coming soon. Villager there, Belmont's. Yeah, I would have Belmont's at D. We'll Banjo. Banjo's D. Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo's probably D. Where is? I think he's probably in the D tier. Robin. Robin's. Yeah, that's other. I guess we're just moving on. But that's okay. At two of it. Banjo. Banjo's probably D. I think he's towards the higher end of D. TBH. Still. Doc. He's down there. Let's not get crazy. Be sorty. Yes, yes. Definitely there. There he is. Love Doctor. I was wrong. He's not as bad as I thought, but he's still bad. Leave makes you believe in Robin. I think that's fair. Robin has potential. She just sucks without the reason. Kirby, yep, Kirby's probably there. Well, who else is a need be? Oh, Ike. Ike is trash character. Lucario, yeah, Lucario is a good shout for D tier. Feel sad for Mewtwo. I do too, honestly. I feel like that character should be better than he. But then I look at the characters around him and I don't. There's better choices. That's all I can say. Pichu, I think Pichu should be at least. Thoughts on Lucario? Lucario is interesting. Not as bad as I used to think. Because Aura is really, really good. But a lot of the time, you just don't get Aura. Because people are killing you at 4. That's just the way it goes. Rosa, no, I don't think. Rosa's probably somewhere in the B. Victor and Simon, yes, probably. Maybe Richter's bottom of C. Ridley's probably also in this tier. But again, I could also see Ridley in the C. I think all of these characters I could see. MK Leo get his next. Did you met? The world would end. I think those are all the characters that are just. These are like just the bad characters. F tier characters are. F tier characters are characters that I don't think are worth it. I just should not be playing these characters. D tier, I think you could make D tier characters work. He's probably better. I think you can kind of make D tier characters work. I mean, Toragori is the example of that. F tier characters, I don't know, but obviously there's people in the F tier characters with results like Lucky, Aura for Ike. But I just have very little faith in those characters. D tier, yeah, I can see it. D tier, I think you could actually top eight a major, and obviously characters in the D tier have top eight a major category. Characters, maybe I should move up. Dakan, ooh, that's another good. I think Dakan's D tier character. I'm actually gonna move Banjo up to the. I feel like that's category, but I think Dakan should be here. I think Pichu time. I think it's probably Wii Fit time. Bowser Jr. Oh, I forgot about Bowser Jr. I'd probably put him in. Not to mention Fantastic Run and Ubakura. Oh, that's for me. Except for Sora's placement, I think Sora is good character. She's gonna be somewhere in the top 20. Rom, oh, it's probably Karam time. Oh, it's so sad, but probably right. He's gonna be at the top. Um, Zelda underrated. I think Zelda's really bad, but this isn't ordered yet. This isn't ordered yet. She's definitely gonna be in this F tier. Sorry to spoil that, but yeah, I just think Lucas Puff, probably Lucas time. Hello, Andrew. How you doing? Problems bottom five. Oh, he saw the meeting. Yeah. There's literally other roses beside the buzz. Yeah, but like, not really. Like there is. Like Ocha beat AK this week. Meta King, actually, Link probably breaks my heart, but it's probably true. I think Marth, Gunner, and Gunner. It'll be your turn soon. Hit. Yeah, I think it is time. Well, first we gotta do Honky Kong. Gotta do Pit. Then we gotta do this Pit. He is better. Don't don't be mistaken. Violet, I mean she's soon. Tink is so weird. Should be doing this well, but he is. Yeah, he is. He doesn't make a lot. I think he'll be somewhere in the C tier or the bottom of the tier. Stinky up there. Lucas. I'll put Lucas there as well. Probably not that low. Forward to that later. Ices. Oh, someone said Puff earlier. That's no. Someone just said Puff now. Ken. No, Ken's B tier. Do I end it with Gunner or do I put Gunner in B? The only other ones I would consider would be Gunner, Meta Knight, and I think I'm gonna Luigi. Ooh, I'd put Luigi bottom of B. He still kills you in one. Hello, M Boo Boo. How you doing? I don't see Gunner making bracket runs. Capitancito does it. Icy's Incineroar and Ice. They're both going. I might move Gunner down. We'll have to see. Bowser, yes, yes. I still think Bowser's better than SSL would be criminal. Yes, very good. But like by very good, I mean like probably bottom of eight. But I don't think not quite. Falco, probably Falco time. Violet time for sure. Where is Falco even? I can't even find that guy. The setup again. See, now we're getting to the good characters. Like rest of these characters are stupid. Ken, I'll put Ken. Well, Violet. And like I think Ken bottom of A. Falcon, yes, yes. Where do we put Falcon? Not better than Meta. Not better than. Surely not. Hero A tier. I like what you're thinking. Loki Olimar. Ooh. Well, let's see. It would be Olimar. It would be Hero. It would be Ness for Ninja. Oh, okay, Hero's probably B tier. I like the Hero A tier narrative, but realistically, he's probably B. I mean, this is looking pretty clean, so I'm just gonna keep up with it. We're just gonna move on to the eight. Starting with you. Youngling doesn't get the reps. He's got a lot of reps. He's got a lot of very good players, but they just all like do good at different times. They just take turns. Ryu is not far from Ken. That's true. I think there's a couple of characters. Uh, I'm gonna put. I just can't bring myself to give him. He just doesn't work. He doesn't work. Rosa's also gonna top of B. Rosa's better than Sam Score and Mega Man. Those characters are S. Mega Man's a good job for sure. Probably Lucina actually. We didn't place Olimar. Do I think Olimar's better than? Yes, I do. I think Olimar. Falco is underrated. That's a good Falco play. That's high. Also, sorry if I miss your Seth. Yes, Seth Roth. Absolutely. Place by now. Garbo character. Mid tier. Beast Mode Paul needs to play the real top tier. I don't know why he's playing Seth Roth. ET. DSS should be lower. She might get moved down. She's not even on the list yet, so put her in right. Not as good as very good character still. Once we get to the A tier, your character's good. Like it's more of a you problem than a character problem once you get to A tier. IMO. Let's yoink Lucina and we underrate Lucina. Mario, right? Yosh, the Shulk. Put him there because it's funny. I think if he still played a Game Watch, then he would be unstoppable. I think he'd say that about a lot of players, to be honest. Yo, if Tweak had Game Watch, I'm just he's just a good character. I need more Beast Mode Paul though. I've been very very infatuated by his rise to stardom, if you will. He's been looking super. Ness, yes. Did I not put Ness down yet? Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Do I think Ness is better than Zero Suit? No. Yoshi's top 15? I don't know about that. We'll have to look at what my top 15 looks like. Yoshi will usurp any of them. That's what Viryu's based. Yeah, it is. Loki Mega Man too low? Maybe. But I don't think he's necessarily better than any of the characters above him. But we'll figure that out. We got to get everyone on the tier list before we worry about the. Harry's probably around here. Yes, we're probably Harry. Harry next. Yes, I think he is. Then I think it's Terry, and then I think it's probably Pokemon Trainer, and then I think it's probably Ryan. And I think it's probably here. And everyone else is everyone else S tier? Feels weird to still have Wario on here, but Wario's so broken. Waft is so stupid. Hate that. Uh, or maybe anyone else I would put in this? Probably, well, it's not quite S tier. Sora, I feel shouldn't be S. Ooh, ooh. Do we have Sora top of A or bottom of S? Min Min might not be S tier. I think Min Min's. Hollow and Wolf in A tier. Hmm, you're probably right. They're at the tippity top, though. We can move those two up. We can move Palu and Wolf up. Oreo. Those are the three that I would move up. Everyone else, I think, is And now I'm gonna put welcome to 2024. Our top six. I don't know if Siski was right about that. But I don't know why I keep saying she today. He's a good one. Poor Wario, he'll be fine. He's got Waft. Wario is S. Wario's broken. We might move Wario up. Again, these three I could definitely see. But we got priorities. We got to put everyone on the list first. Now it's probably Corin time. Probably Diddy Kong time. Probably Samus time. I think we might. Probably Min Min time. Probably Pac-Man time. I don't know why time is the Pac-Man Min Min. Look at that video. He just top five. I'm low-key starting to see it. I've been coming around on Peach. That character is good. We should make a top 10. Gotta pick it. Not even change. Why is it not working? Well, because is it already? No, it's just not. Okay, top 10's great. I don't know why it's not working. Pac-Man is low-key top 10. Low-key, maybe. Pac-Man's really good. Pac-Man's really. Joker overrated by the community. I feel like the community's been pretty down on Joker recently. As long as your bottom five and top 15 are it, you don't care what the rest of the tiers looks like. I think that's a very fair opinion. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to just order. It's like as long as they're in the general area, good enough. Cloud not top 10? No. Cloud is not top 10. Cloud's probably right there. Maybe even two. But that's actually how many characters we got left? 1, 2, 5, 7. We have 13 characters left. 3 more down before top 10. Who is not top 10? I don't think Kazuya's top 10. I don't think. I don't think it's yet. I'm starting to come around. How many is this? Need one more character. Oh wait, but Pete. Oh wait, no. Top 10. Bayo top 10? Sure is. Sure is. Daisy is Pete. Took me a little bit, but we got there. We got there. Get K. Rool down from there. He's gonna hurt himself. He's fine. He's having fun. He's jumping around. All characters that tier below him win them back again. Really? He doesn't beat DD? I can see the rest. K. Rool, actually, he should definitely beat K. Rool players. Just... did he wins or goes even with the best character? Not a good relevant matchup. Yes, but he also has a bunch of unrelevant matchups that are. Let's put Mac in S tier. We'll move him up after. We got to do the top 10 first. And I think the first character in this top 10. Ooh, do I have Fox in my top 10? Yes. Broken character. Broken character. Fox, Aegis, Bayo at 10. I'm gonna put Bayo at 10. I don't want to. Or Joker at 9. Do I think? I don't think Fox is. Oh, this is a hard top 10. Snake, probably Bob, Rat, something. My S tier. We're gonna have to make it. Like top 10's pretty. Bayo top 10? Yes, I think Bayo top 10. That Fox in top 10, the character's corny. He might get moved out. So, don't be too happy yet. Don't be too happy yet. Cloud's up air for Pikachu's everything. Back air and up B. That's why. What do you think Pikachu's top 5 in 2024? Up B. Pretty much just that one. Loki Sonic over Steve? Nah. I think if you want to win the most tournaments, you should pick Sonic. But Steve is the best character. I know that's a weird thing to say, but Pika's not top 10 in this meta. Actually, he is top 10. I think this is a great meta for Pika. The only thing Pikachu doesn't like is Game Watch. Pikachu does great versus Sonic, great versus Aegis. Maybe not great versus Aegis, but good versus Aegis and Cloud. You're going even there. Probably even with Snake, maybe even winning versus Snake. You destroy Fox. You do well versus Bayonetta. This is a great. You destroy Rob. Like, Game and Watch is the only struggle, but it's Game and Watch. We all struggle against him, right? I think Pikachu is great in this one. Does great versus Min Min. Pac-Man's not a great one, but Pac-Man's not doing super well right now. Samus is rough, but Samus is probably even. Pika beating Snake, that match is probably even, but I could see arguments. I think you could see arguments for both the win. Very weird match. Steve's Assault second. I think you just have to put Steve in number one. Like, I think the reason that Steve is just easily the best character in the game is because if you even suggested that we should ban Sonic, you'd be crazy. I agree. You just are crazy. If you want to ban Sonic, it's very, very crazy thing to say. But to ban Steve, it's reasonable. So that's why he's the best. Like, I don't agree that you should ban Steve, but if you wanted to do it, I wouldn't throw a hissy fit. Game Watch, Ness, Yoshi, Olimar, Peach, All Hurt, Pika. Game Watch, yes. Ness, yes. Yoshi, even. Olimar, I'll give you Olimar. Peach, I don't agree with. But how common is Yoshi? Yoshidora. Again, I think that's even. Ness, yeah, Ness isn't doing well right now, but I agree with that. Ness, Game Watch, yeah, absolutely. Olimar, like the somewhat common one, crazy common. But again, that's it. That's the entire list of matchups that Pikachu maybe loses, and he wins the rest of them. Uh, Pretty good to me. That's good against Corrin too. Actually, I think that's probably even. Steve's the most winning character. Yes, that's the. He's just like the return for versus output. I guess you get with Steve is just significantly higher than any. Steve has 5 game plans that he constantly applies. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Actually, Sonic has just has got the whole. Banner C for me is more of a viewership thing. I want. There's aspects of. I agree. There's aspects of some for viewership, some for just horsemanship, maybe. I don't know. Proof, you see a world where Roy is bottom of S tier, or is it joke? No, I could see Roy bottom of S. We probably will move. I'm low key bit of a snake datter. Like, he's obviously great, but I don't want people. I do. I agree with you actually. I think Snake's really good, but I think he's hardest matchup check. No, Snake is second hardest matchup check character. Steve's gonna be number. Then it's Snake. If you don't know how to fight Snake, people don't know how to. Still somehow. Pika really? Yeah. Pikachu does not have a disadvantage. Isn't that a crazy thing? He doesn't have one, and he doesn't get ledge trapped. He just plays neutral, gets hit, resets to neutral instantly. That is crazy to me. That's just so crazy. And he does it with a hitbox that he can combo you off of. That is the whole stage. He's got the biggest burst range in the game. Oh, good. Corn above Sora and Wolf feels about much. This Corn placement might be a little bit dramatic. We might move her down. But I like the statement. SDI on Pika does hurt? Yes, I 100%. The SDI on Pikachu has definitely hurt the character. And honestly, when I look at Pikachu, I'm not even thinking about Pikachu as a combo character anymore. I look at Pikachu like I look at Sonic. Like, Pikachu's hitting you for 40% every time he touches you, at least. Even with SDI, he's still hitting you for 40%. Maybe the crazy Zero Death stuff isn't happening as much anymore. But doesn't have a disadvantage. Zero Suit also has no disadvantage. Kind of. But, like, I know what you're saying. It's not to the extent of Pikachu, though, in my opinion. And also, when Zero Suit's camping, she's usually camping, she's just waiting to punish a mistake. Whereas Pikachu doesn't have to wait to punish the mistake. He can force the mistake. And also, Pikachu is the second best edge guarding in the game. He doesn't have ledge trapping because he just goes under the stage. He's got some of the best ledge trapping in the game. Even with SDI, you still have broken combos. You can't SD. Can you SDI out of the up air loops? I don't think so. Or the up air bridge. There we go. Like, Nair loop that's 2029. That's like 2019, 2027. We don't care about the Pikachu Nair loops anymore. I'm talking the up air bridges. I'm talking the edge guarding. I'm talking shiny mark going under the stage. That's what Pikachu's about. If ZSS gets caught without flip jump, she gets struggled hard. Yeah, that's also a thing. If ZSS loses her flip jump, she just dies. Whereas Pikachu gets, even if you somehow manage to call Pikachu, he just goes, whatever. Don't care. What characters wall out Pikachu? Ness and those are the only. It's just Mark doing stuff. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't really care about the results too much, to be honest. Never been something that's very to me. I think it's more about if this character is played correctly, who is going to win. And I think if Pikachu is played correctly, he's top. I mean, he's the fourth best character in this game specifically. Because my top 6 is ordered. These are the 6 best characters in this. Without a doubt, in my mind. Small doubt on Snake. Very small doubt on Snake. I think you can get air camp like Peach's so close there. Yes, kind of, but also I have back air if you do want to air camp me. So if I just take a swing, it's such a huge advantage in Peach. And also Peach, not everyone could just float there. Like, I think Pikachu should be at the bottom of the top 10. I think that's fair. I think that's very reasonable. Pikachu, like, he's got some weaknesses. I think the SDI stuff is the, if I am ever going to move Pikachu down, and realistically I probably will, it's going to be because people are just getting so good versus the SDI. And he is stubby, he can't get outboxed. But a lot of the time, you can't have it. Greninja doesn't work, sad reality. Yeah, it is. It really is sad because he's so cool and he is in theory really good, but he just don't. He just doesn't. I think Cloud is better because he beat those even top 3 characters. I think he loses to Sonic, but yes, he beat. I agree. That's definitely not. He also has no other shield. I assume that's for Greninja. Yeah, you're right. He kind of has. He's got like blood shield stuff, but you know. Bale should be bottom of S Max. She's definitely gonna be towards the higher end of Beth. We might move her out of the top 10. You think Wario moves up now? Yes. Let's move up characters. I think Palu, yep. Wolf, yep. Wario, yep. Not that high, Wario. Maybe Brawler. I don't know if I want to be. Terry got to go to S. Well, if Terry goes, Boy goes. No, no. I think Terry's A. And I think Pokemon Trainer's A. And I think Roy is A. And I think B-Brawler is A. But I think Roy's better than a lot better. Honestly, it's pretty good. All right, let's start from the bottom and work our way up again. Let's enough talking about the fun characters. Let's go back to talking about the boring ones just for a little bit. We gotta order it. I know, for sure. Brawlers S. We'll get back to that. All right, so F tier. Ike. So bad. It's probably a second. That's a little dramatic. I think Ike's really. That's probably better than. DD might be bottom 1. DD is really. I think DD is bottom 3. And by that I mean bottom 5. Probably. Ike higher. He's definitely not leaving F tier. I think that looks. I think honestly think that. I don't even see DDs do anything. At least Ganon has major. DD has. They have Zaki. They have Imar Tuba. So, just throwing it out there. DD has no win. Yeah, I think his win condition. I think his win condition is edge guarding. I suppose because he got okay edge guarding. He's got that big forward air. Well, his win condition is getting Gordero into like a back air or something great or a dash attack. My D3 is crap. My D3 is different though. My D3 different. Not like the others. That's all I'll say. Zaki doesn't do as much lately. No, he's not super. But again, who even cares about Ganondorf having a? It's It's just a guy that's good at the game that plays game. Like Little Mac has a rep, but just a guy that's good. Doesn't mean Little. Duty has and grab, and he's got Gordo. If you can't deal with Gordo, you lose. Most characters can. Some characters can't. Kirby bottom five? No. What? J-Shot gets farmed. I would. My Kirby? What about Gilhu though? And probably a Japanese one. Gandalf's so bad that people went crazy him top 8ing a C tier. That was crazy. Kirby almost won. Yeah, what an event that would have been. All right, I think that F tier order is really good. I'm happy with that. Moving on to the D tier. K. Rool. Yeah, he's probably the worst character in the D tier. Belmont's probably fine. I honestly think I kind of nailed it with this D tier order. I saw Dedede and Zelda. Okay. Fair enough. I'll give it up. Every low tier is a solid advantage state. I mean, every character in this game has a good advantage state except for Little Mac. Doesn't have one. I guess he's lead strap. Zelda's just DDD. Yeah, Zelda has, instead of Gordo, she has a Phantom. Robin heals. Robin feels kind of high for me. I don't know. I wouldn't move Robin below any of these characters. Like, I think she's definitely better than at least these four. Maybe Lucario above Robin. Robin is not worse than Ridley. Ridley's so bad. Have you seen that Nair? That's the only argument I have. But that's the only one I think I need. Have you seen that Nair? Did you see what Smub was doing to Light? Unacceptable. Unironically though, Ridley has amazing edge guarding. He's still got a command grab that can do like 30%. Good aerials. F tilt's broken. I think Ridley's good. Yeah, Worm knows what's up. Robin high tier, low key. I mean, Levin Sword. Levin Sword forward air does hit really hard. So I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you because Levin Sword it does hit pretty hard. All right, I think that D tier is looking pretty good. Yuji's pretty outdated in today's meta. He was never even like dated. He just kind of always sucked. There was some moments. Goryoka, maybe we'll save him, but bad character. Inkling isn't great, but I think she's better than Puff. Okay, let's move on to C tier. Sure. Yeah, honestly, I think that's fine. I think Lucas is probably better than both. I think Crom. I think Crom is probably the worst. I still the Crom on stage. He's just so handsome on stage. Pichu and Crom are the same thing. Kind of honestly. They just both die really early. They just both are probably not gonna live past 80. But they are very good on stage. Alright, Link DK. I think the pits actually. Pits might be better. Are the pits better than Lucas? I'm gonna put the pits above Lucas until a Lucas player proves me wrong. They have to earn it. I've decided that Lucas players are gonna have to earn it. Duck Hunt is just better Banjo, kind of honestly. But actually, Banjo's weird. But Duck Hunt has a frame one out, and Duck Hunt has Frisbee, which are very good moves. The rest of Duck Hunt's kit kind of suck. But those two moves are really good. But Banjo has Wonder Wing, but only 5 of them. Awesome, dude. Death against Crop. So back to it, led. We finished up place the highest, placing 8 this week. Oh wait, no, that's not true because Shutone got top 8 at a. Nice try. Nice try. But let's make big moves. I think you're right, because I don't think Spargo or Leo used too long ago. I feel like Lucas hasn't been tested enough. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right, but I'm gonna wait till the Lucas players test him. Lucas, I'm holding Lucas in jail right now until Lucas players impress me. Why is Falco so low? I feel like he isn't. I feel like that's a great Falco placement. I guess let's move on to the B. C tier's good. Pretend this is day one and put Krom on S tier. Alright. I like that. And I'll fight for that too on Twitter. Alright. Is there anyone we need to move down from the B tier? Do we need to move down Luigi? I don't think so. Sorry, so sleepy. Why is Meat Brawler so high? That's surprising. Meat Brawler is very, very good. He has a lot of ways where he just kills you off of down throw to up B. He has a lot of ways to convert into that down throw up B. Or he can just do it off an up tilt or an up air or an air or a down tilt. Basically, Brawler is all about how do I get the up B? And the answer is a lot of ways. So he's pretty good. Luigi's good. I think Luigi's good. Meat Brawler will pop off this year and people will know the character might be top 10. I think that's, yes, I think that could definitely happen. Like, probably not, but I think it could happen. He's a good character. Bowser is low-key falling off. I don't think so. I am a Bowser player. I will have faith. He just hits so hard. And Nair does 40%. And Flame Breath does 40%. And that's all you need. And he has such a good out of shield game. And he's so fast. And he has a command grab that's frame 6. Brawler's Stubby Kazuya? Pretty much, but he can do it from the air. And he's fast. Sora Nair. Why are we talking about Nairs? What's this about? Why are you bringing up Sora Nair twice and Rob Nair twice? The divide between me Brawler and the other Bees is so funny. Yeah. Me Brawler is definitely the favorite Bee. Because that's the one that Reggie used. It's not a huge difference between Zelda and some of the high and top tier. Goes to show how awesome it's a very well balanced game. I don't disagree with you, or I disagree with you on. I think Zelda sucks, but I like your point. It's true. Like this game is incredibly balanced. To see a Zelda player beat someone like if I saw Zelda beating Steve, it wouldn't be like it would only be crazy if it was player to player. But Zelda to Steve, sure, why not? There's so many characters like that. I think Bowser's a good out of shield command grab hitbox. I think Bowser's a good spot. I'm not moving Bowser. I don't think any of the characters below are better than him. Except maybe once the players prove. I wish I could claim these sword fighters better than Gutter, but that damn Kapitan Sito's gonna stop. Zelda can make it to top 32 at least. I think so. Why is Crom an S tier? Jab back air is really good. I don't think we're gonna move anyone down on the B tier. I think these characters are fine. Now, who are we gonna move up in the B tier? That gets a little interesting. Meta Knight is fine. Ices is fine. I honestly did a really good job first time around. I think Falco's probably better than Sephiroth. Luigi that low? Is that low for Luigi? I think that's fine for Luigi. He just gets edge guarded and he dies. Zelda's a really bad character with a really good player base. I can agree on that. YN and Ray are really good. Little Mac has some good matchups, move him up. That's true. That's true. You know what? Put him right there. Put him right there. That's what we're doing today. Also, I think I said this earlier, but like the stream if you haven't, because it helps with the algorithm. It's sub. But anyway, back to this. I think Falcon's fine. I think Ken is. I think Ken's better than Sephiroth is just like slowly falling down and down on this tier list. But I think he's fine. I think this is. Why'd you do your man Mewtwo like that? He sucks. he's light. He's got some decent combos. Shadow Ball's a good move. But I just think characters do what he does better. Like characters just hit harder. All the mix that you have with Mewtwo, you just don't need. And also, again, he's so big and he's so light. And his recovery is so susceptible. Byleth worse than Rosa and Hero. Bodhi, yes. Byleth is just like straightforward and rewarding. That's pretty much it. Byleth is straightforward and rewarding. Hero is not straightforward, but very rewarding. He's like Byleth, but with like a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of drama. And Rosalina has the. I feel like Banjo can get up a tier. Do you know what? I think he can too. And you know what? We're putting Banjo in C tier. We're allowing recency bias to affect us, and we're putting Banjo in C. Caricatori beat Ken once. There we go. Did you guys know that Toraguri beat Zamba? So I feel Lucas is better than Pitt. You're probably right, but we're keeping Lucas in jail till Lucas players do something. So he's just gonna sit there. As a Crom main, Crom, what are you doing? Well, he has jab back air. Jab back air is really. Violet back air is the pizzazz that Hero's constantly fishing for. That's true. She did. Okay, I will give it up. They don't got Violet back air, but you have side B and you have down B and you have crits. They have top 10 is crazy. Maybe we might move her down, but she's. I'm more concerned about these four right here. I don't think we need to move any of these four up. I think these four are fine where they are, and I think we can move on to the 8. Why is Inkling so low with showers? I mean, there's also Shiryuki and Levi, but I just don't think Inkling's very good. The character's just far too late, and when it comes to getting the kill, she's one. I think she might be the worst character in the game getting the kill. Is there anyone else that you all can think of that is better than Inkling or worse than Inkling at getting the kill? Like she is awful at it. Outside of an edge guard. Above Grom? Uh, I'll call you when we're ready to actually put Crom down. That's just a place. Why is Crom S tier? Jetbacker is really good. Duck Hunt? Maybe Duck. Maybe Duck. Young Link? What? Just nair and forward air and up B. Bayo is definitely not on the same tier as Steve, Sonic, and Game & Watch. No, I think the top 10 is just like that's just for the thumbnail. That's why we have a top 10. I actually think there's a top 6 in this game, and then there's a gap after the top 6. But she's definitely not on the same tier as these characters because these characters are broken. Somebody above Inkling? No one's above in anything. She's the worst. Oh wait, no, she's the best as well. Roy also has jab back air. That's true. Well, Roy's an A tier though. Roy has like. Here's the thing though. Max space Crom jab into back air. You can't do that with Roy. You can do that with Crom. I can max space my jab on your shield and you die, or I just leave. Worst Fear is not good. I think Worst Fear is pretty not good enough to get Lucario out of D tier, but I think it's good. Little hitboxing is Cupid has so much lag. Does it have a lot of lag on release? Yeah, but honestly, a projectile having lag on release doesn't really matter because when are you shooting a projectile where you're gonna get punished for it? Or you shouldn't be shooting a projectile when you're getting. Top 6 is super real. Yeah, I think there's for sure top 6, and it's in that order. And I'm not changing that order too. Roy has weak hits. Crom does not. See, that's a good point. If you get cheese down a stock, you automatically get more aura. Aura Sphere is only bad when he has 0 aura. Okay. Yeah, I guess it really is dependent on how much aura does Mario have. Top 6. Steve, Sonic, Game Watch, Pikachu, Incineroar, Crom. That looks about right to me. Rob reps too lazy? I'm saying they're so lazy. Actually, they're starting to get better. The Rob players are starting to do the scary stuff. Poor Ike, yeah. He definitely fell from grace. All right, let's look at this A tier. I think this is going to be the A tier and the S tier are always the hardest tiers to order. I think these bottom ones are fine. Is Lucina too? Who's the best duck hunt in the world? I don't know. Fawn, because Big Duck Hunt fan retired. It would have been her. It would have been Big Duck Hunt fan, but she has stepped away, so it's probably Fawn. Steven Anathema is going to save Smash by pushing rock combos in tournament. He's going to save Smash by naring into Just grabbing gyro a whole bunch. Wii Fit should be better than Ike Shields by a lot. I agree. What is in my region? That sounds like a nightmare. Have fun playing against them. That's Duck Hunt is a character that I would never want to play against a good Duck Hunt. That sounds awful. Big Duck Hunt fan retired? I believe so, yes. Shulk is too low, but I'm an optimist. I think that's fair. I think you can put again. We all know the Shulk take. You can put Shulk wherever. If you believe in him, good for you. If you don't, good for you. Falco bottom of A. Mm, I don't. I don't think Falco is better than Greninja. I for sure don't think Falco is better than Greninja. So we'd have to put Greninja in A as well. That's the compromise I'm gonna have to do. So if the rest of the chat thinks that Greninja is A tier, then we'll put Falco in A tier. Harry got to go up. I could see Terry above Pokemon Trainer. And I could maybe see him above Brawler. But I think that's it. I'm going to move Roy to S tier. I think Roy's it. Stop that. Stop that, Roy. Not that far. Oh, that's even. That's nice. Warrior is definitely too low in this tier list. Where is he? He's a S tier. He's fine. Real question. When deciding the worst character, are we using this character as the fun method, or are we using this character as the worst matchup method? That one makes Isabel bottom one. Isabel's the worst matchup. No way. No, it's better than Gan. Because she beats Ganon. But I base it off if everyone is playing good, who is going to win. And if you're playing good as Ganon, you're probably still going to lose. Because if someone else is playing good on a different character, they're just going to die. And you're not going to hit. Like, Ganon's... He doesn't even have pressure. He just has a Nair. Which is a good Nair. But that's it. Terry's the most consistent damage and kills in the game. Yes, that's why he is oh so very good. I feel like people don't give him enough credit for that. Falco is better than Greninja. Greninja's better than Falco. Way more. Falco's work. Ooh, the heated debate. I don't know which side I'm on. Tweak making Steve still wouldn't be number one. I'm gonna be honest. I think if Tweak main Steve, world would end. Snake is better than Rob, maybe. A Falco Greninja are comparable, but I think Greninja's a little better. That's what I'm on right now. I think Greninja's a little bit. Greninja Falco and A. All right, all right. Well, all right. It seems like everyone thinks these characters are good. We'll put them in A, and we get to move up. Brawler, that means. Welcome to A tier, me Brawler, or S tier. Greninja players just flop for some reason. I think it's because their character sucks and lets them down. Greninja's a bit overwhelming with his. Falco has some really good reps for some. Yeah, Falco has some really good reps. I think it's because you can be creative on Falco. But Greninja also has some really good reps, most notably Eric, of course. Why is Luigi below Toon Link? Because Spritzy beat the buzz. Just because Luigi's voice crack. Because Luigi's disadvantage state's really bad. He's just very, very exploitable off stage. Especially in the current meta when we have the top tiers being Game & Watch and Sonic and Rob and Aegis, Bayo, God forbid. It's just very, very hard to get back. Steve is too low. Yeah, we're gonna have to make it tier. Falco takes really good advantage of people's mistakes and everyone's mistakes. That is true. He's a very, very good puncher. Falco's carried by his reps. Greninja carries his reps. If Greninja was more consistent, it'd be cool, especially since hard but a strength. I just think there are better choices than Greninja. You want a fast combo based archetype. Why would you play Greninja when you could play Fox or Sheik or you play Palutena? Ganon is too high. We'll have to make a Ganon tier. Sheik should be up by Palu and Wolf. I don't think so. I still think you have to work too hard with Sheik. That's why Sheik and Peach aren't in my Sheik's not S tier top 10. But I guess I have Bayo in my top 10. I have Pika in my top 5. I play Greninja when you can play Min Min. Exactly. Can you explain the gunner placement? I just don't know a thing about gunner. Fair enough. I don't think most people do. He or she, I suppose, whichever variant you have, just has solid zoning stuff. You think of just a zoning character, Gunner just does it well. She has charge shot, which is really good ledge trapping, some pretty broken disjointed aerials, to be honest. Like up air's massive disjoint, nair's a massive disjoint, back air's a massive disjoint. The spacing you get with forward air, excuse me. She's just got a lot of ways to apply very safe pressure. But I wouldn't say the pressure is better than the characters that are above her. It's not the best pressure, but it's safe. And you can't complain about that. Why is Crom above Roy? Because max space jab back here is really. I think Web JP will move up Sheik this year. I think that's a very, very realistic thing to say. I think that could definitely. Kirby better than Belmont. You know what? Just for you, we'll put him at the bottom. Just for you, we'll put Kirby above. Explain why Ness is in A tier. Very, very good damage output. Everything Ness does so much damage. Amazing out of shield options, great buttons. You have one of the best kill throws in the game, which I think is something that people do not value a lot. Having a kill throw in Smash Ultimate is very important because stocks can get stinky. This isn't Melee where things just start killing. Stocks can get very stinky in this game, and having a way to just quickly end that stock always awesome. And also Ness has a lot of he just gets a lot from grab. You have amazing aerials, 47 aerials in one short hop. Yeah, pretty much. You can kill people at 4 with up B. His recovery is still very bad. But if Age is gonna be top 10, then Ness can be. Greninja has a different niche over Fox and Sheik. I agree, but I don't think the niche is good enough. I just think, yeah, like he does things a little bit differently, and his threat range is a little bit differently. Like Greninja's big threat range is gonna be right in front of him. Like you get hit by a Fox forward air, Sheik forward air, whatever. You get hit by a Greninja forward air, you're gonna feel that in the morning. Whereas Sheik, she's going mainly for the drag down stuff, and Fox, he's going for Nair. Like they all get their combo. I guess Sheik's going for Nair as well, but they're doing the same game plan in different ways. But Greninja just does it the worst. Little Mac has a niche over Steven Armor on Smash Tech. That's true. You know what? That's true. I can never read the newest chat because like the emoji thing. How do I get rid of that? So mad. I just can't. Wing Sephiroth does too. We're not even starting that conversation. Did Inkling fall off? I think she fell off a cliff. I think Inkling. I think I'm maybe a little harsh on the character, but someone's gotta. Gringer's very different from Fox and Sheik. I don't know if I agree. He's a rushdown character that you wanna whiff punish. You whiff punish with dash attack, just like Fox. Did the exact same. Greninja's bad, yeah. If you took the Sheik and the Fox archetype, you made it a little bit worse, and you gave him a shotgun on his forward air. Sephiroth players were good, we wouldn't even know. Sephiroth players, I think, you know what? I actually think Sephiroth players are pretty good because they make that character work. He's a hard one to fix. Alright, let's order this S tier, though. I think the A tier order is pretty good. Maybe I move Sheik around. That'd be the only one I move around. But let's move on to this S tier. Me Brawler at the bottom, yes. I do think so. Then Roy, honestly, maybe a little low. A little. Harry got to go up. I don't know if he does. I think he's in a healthy spot. Left Harry and Wolf. Loki. We might be doing. I'm gonna put Wolf at the bottom of it. S tier though. I still think Wolf is in it. But I think Terry being Ouchie just the goat. Yeah, I'm blinded by Ouchie. Brawler super broken. Oh yeah, he's super broken. He's very, very good. Ness's problem is his recovery and very telegraphed disadvantage. Yeah, if you could get Ness in the ringer, he has a very tough time. But there's a couple other characters in like these top tiers that I think also struggle with that, like Chrom, for example. Chrom, Aegis, Cloud, I'd argue, Min, that I think they are able to make up for it. And Ness doesn't make up for it as heavily, but he's still Greninja's more similar to Joker. Oh, that's another good. Or Wolf. Then Fox or doesn't use Shield as a neutral tool. I don't think Fox and does really either. He kind of does because she gets good out of Shield, but Fox doesn't have amazing. Greninja's a parry character. You should be parrying on Greninja, and you should be parrying on Fox, and you should be parrying on Sheep. Those are parry characters. Maybe not. excuse me. Maybe not Sheep, but definitely Fox. Wolf loses 4 matchups max. He loses to Steve, probably. He loses to Game & Watch, probably. Actually, that could be even. He loses to Wolf, probably. He loses to Pikachu, probably. He loses to Joker. Loses to Aegis. Fox is running in front of you like a madman. Fox is like Greninja if Greninja was good, because he can actually apply that pressure. Like, have stuff to back it up. People see dash attack and act like they know the character. I mean, he's pretty much just dash attack. We all know that. Greninja players using something other than dash attack, would it be crazy? In actuality, though, yes, he's a very intricate character. And they're only similar in archetypes. Like, they're only similar in they're a rushdown character that have very good whiff punishes and have very easy ways to steal the stock, but if you don't use those kill confirms to steal the stock, it can be a struggle to secure it. Fox is Greninja if there's no risk. Pretty much, yeah. Except the recovery. Yeah, pretty much. Different Greninja and Fox's Greninja actually has several disjoints and a much better recovery. And his moves don't work, and he doesn't have Nair. Up smash. But he has down tilt and top smash, so it's like Sora above Corn. Okay, I think Corn is too high. I think we jumped the gun with Corn. I think like Bear is more realistic. Actually, I think. I think Corrin's maybe like right below. Not even War. Yeah, I think Wario is like Wario's the only character I'd maybe put above her. That's like my hard cutoff. But okay, but up air, ooh, it's a good point. But Palu back air. Okay, we'll put her there. We'll put her there. Greninja also has a much bigger dead at 0 factor. Fox and Sheik have to get you to high percents. How does Greninja kill you at 0? Just off like an edge guard. Why is Wario so low? He's not. He's top 25. I think. But Terry Go though. Ooh, but Terry Go. But Corrin up air. But Corrin up air. And pin. I was gonna make a video about how Corrin players suck and they need to use pin differently. And then Shattuck just started doing what I wanted him to do. So I'm not gonna make that. But but shout out to Shattuck for being ahead of the meta. I feel like Sora is not better than Samus. Yeah, I don't know. I have a really hard time placing Samus because I agree with the Samus players that the Samus matchup chart isn't honestly that great when compared to a lot of characters in this top 20. But when you look at everything else, like when you look at Shard Shot, for example, it's like, well, she's kind of top 20. I think when Spargo pin usage gets better, his core will be insane. Yes, I think that's the main thing is because he's got the fundamentals. Samus is easy. She is very easy. Very, very. Nail gonna be top 5 by the end of the year? Maybe, honestly. I don't know if she's gonna. I think she'll probably get. Sorry, I'm still sick. If you couldn't tell, but I think Bale will get to 7th. I don't know if she'll get higher than the big 6. Base Mario placement. I didn't even think about that, but he's pretty. I think he's in a good spot. I always think of Samus being at the top of high tier, not quite top tier. I think she's definitely top tier, but where in the top tier? Oh, also, this is the way I view tier lists. Bottom tier, low tier, mid tier, uh, lower high tier. Then half of this is like high tier. Half of this is actually this is high tier. This is top high tier. This is top tier. So these characters aren't top tier. Mario's not on my top tier. God, it's crazy. Nice Bowser placement. Thank you. I'm glad someone respects it. I actually think Bale will peak mid-year but then fall off. I don't agree with that, but who knows? It's definitely possible. Like people just get really good at SDIing her stuff. I like the expansion as it goes up. Looks like an upside down Christmas tree. I didn't even realize that. Nice. Well, now we got to put Wolf in like. It just looks better. I know you're way too optimistic about Bale, probably, but I like her where she is. Like when I'm looking at characters here, there's not many that I would put above Bale. Like I would maybe put Peach above Bale. I would maybe put Kazuya above Bale, but that's it. To be honest, I don't think I would put Cloud above her. I wouldn't put Pac-Man above her. I wouldn't put Min Min above her. I wouldn't put Diddy above her. I wouldn't put Sora above her. I need to remember that to Buzz 8.0 tier list. No. Hold on, let me. What I remember is the Buzz new tier list. That thing is not great because that's just because he put Pikachu in like not top 30, which is crazy. The Buzz 8. I looked that up in all. Give me the mid tiers. Buzz, give me the top tiers. That's the end of 2020. Early patch 8.0 tier. Picture the thumbnail is Mewtwo. All right, this is what the tier list looks like. We're missing a handful of characters, but whatever. Wario. This is when Wario was like godlike though, so I think that's understandable. Joker, brought really the Buzz new. Damn, this is good. This is a good tier list. The Buzz new. Greninja a little too high. Wow. And those two, we were all wrong about those two. That's fair. Do you know what the Buzz? Good job. That's probably your best tier list. He was like right on the money with a lot of those ones. The Buzz new Wario was broken. The Wario is broken. The tier list was wild, especially for the time. Yeah, it was good though. Like he was spot on. Mario top 5 is crazy. Yeah, that one was a little. I was a little far, but Dark Wizzy was probably back airing him a lot. Back air up smash. I feel like Luigi's too low. He has frame data combos and reps. But he also was like just such a massive flaw. I miss Wario's top 1 meta. I don't. I hated Wario. Maybe so. I could maybe see Luigi being moved up. Like that's the highest I'll put him. Anyway, characters in the S tier. I feel like Diddy Kong is too high, but nobody's saying anything about him. Maybe just because Tweak just won a super major, so everyone's like, "Oh, Diddy Kong's broken." Dark Wizzy was arguably top 20 pre-COVID. I would say he was top 20. Top 10? I don't know if he was top 10, but he was honestly pretty close. Dark Wizzy was right. I'd say 2019 had a lot of Greninjas. Really, I know they had Benia, was it? I know he was. Also, why is Pikachu top 5? No disadvantage, no ledge trapping. Just doesn't have any negative state of the game. He doesn't have to participate in it, and the back air is really. Diddy's perfectly placed. Diddy's fine. All right. Well, if we'll just leave Diddy there. If everyone is chill with him, Schroeder. That's another one. Schroeder, or was he tri-state? Leah. I saw Leah at Umabora. He did. I think he did pretty good. What's Pika's skill power? Edge guarding. Kills you whenever. And if not, then just drag down into up smash or down smash. People are kind of STIing out of down smash, but not really. Like you could say STI out of down smash, but you gotta do it. Dash attack, grab when it gets really dirty, and it's pretty easy for Pikachu to make it get really dirty. But the main ones are gonna be forward air or back air off. Pikachu's hard and can struggle with the kill. Yes, it's very hard for. He's very difficult. But it doesn't matter if he struggles for the kill because he just back airs you whenever. Like, let's look at characters here. Steve can get edge guarded by Pikachu. Sonic can. Game & Watch can. You're probably not going to get it on these. But they can. Rob, very, very doable. Snake, you're gonna have to down air him, but very doable. Aegis, pretty much every time. Joker, pretty much every time. Fox, pretty much every time. Like, in theory, of course. Bayo, not really. Crom, yes. Crom, actually, yes. Peach, tricky but doable. Kazuya, very doable. Cloud, very doable. Pac-Man, tricky but doable. Min very doable. Very doable. Very, like, a lot of these characters, the second Pikachu gets him off stage, he has to capitalize. And if he doesn't capitalize, then he's going to struggle. But I'm looking at it through the lens of, hey, Pikachu players, you have back air and you have down air. You should be able to be killing these people. And when you look at it like that, then you look at a character that, again, doesn't have a disadvantage, doesn't get ledge trapped, can combo from halfway across the stage, and then he kills you at 4 because he has back air. That sounds like a good character to me. The top Pikachu players just don't travel that much. Yeah, I need to see more Shiny Market. And do you know what? I need to see more Esam. He just stopped going to stuff. I bet if Esam was super grinding, he could be one of the best again. Why is Crom so high? Jab back air is really good. Jab back air is really good. You show me the light, then hey, at least one person. Top players do not single-handedly represent the chills. Yes, pretty much. I don't think they do it like all. I wouldn't put him over Snake. I think that's very realistic. Do you know what? Anyone in this top 6, fairly interchangeable. Like, the only order that super matters, Steve is the best, Sonic is the second best, then Game & Watch, Pikachu, Rob, and Snake, fairly interchangeable, in my opinion. Like, I would bat an eye at Snake being third, but I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't. His up B nerfs hurt him harder than jab back air. Yeah, the up B nerfs for Crom are definitely worth keeping out of the top 10. It hit him a lot, but jab back air's really a little bit. All right, S tier. Do I move Pac-Man below Min Min? No. Honestly, we might be done. Like, this tier list kind of slaps. Are we sure Joker is worse than Rob? I think so. Optimal, I agree. Optimal Guns is crazy. Even unoptimal Guns is crazy. But Rob, Joker just doesn't have like Nair into just throw gyro till you die. Joker doesn't have anything easy like that. Rob's got a lot of easy. Rob's got I can down tilt you 3 times, and I can just Nair you 3 times. Joker is a lot of constant work with gun, a lot of very precise combos that are broken, and our set is crazy. But you still have to do a lot more work. Why is Crom so high? Jab back air is really good. Min Min is better than Kazuya. Cloud is also better than Kazuya. Maybe. Do we think Pac-Man's better than Kazuya then? Joker struggles to kill? Kind of. Because when he has Arsene, he doesn't. But when he doesn't have Arsene, yes. So half the time Joker struggles to kill, half the time he does. Yes? Let's do a vote. Because we haven't done any of those. One, if we want to move Joker to below Min Min, and 2, or not Joker. 1 if we want to move Kazuya below Min Min, and 2 if we want to keep Kazuya. Actually, I guess just 1 if you want to move Kazuya down, 2 if you want to keep him this. Pac-Man top 10 IMO, that guy's broken. I'm not gonna put him there, but I respect that take. Crom is good. Crom jab back air is broken. How do people understand this? 2, 1, 1. I always forget. I think 1 was moved Kazuya. I always forget which one. I feel like a lot of other characters have good reliable kill frames, like Crom's jab back air, his recoveries. His recovery's really bad, but you gotta consider this. You gotta consider that jab back air is really good. Like, and you could do like a max space jab back air. You could also just do like normal back air. Promicide still works. He doesn't die first, or he dies first, but it still is a stock trade. Whatever. And the on-stage pressure is incredible, and jab back air is really. It seems like most people want to move Kazuya down. Put him there. I'm not gonna put him below Diddy though. I feel like that'd be one crop or put Crom top 1. Jab is broken. Oh, jab back air is. Brawler isn't better than Mario. I actually don't know if I agree. I think he's really good. I will say Mario is much more proven than Brawler. So if you want to put Mario above Brawler, I think that's fine. But I just think Crom got jab and F smash though. True. That's actually a good point. And he's got jab back here. Crom players should play way too scared. Yeah, exactly. Crom players, they just like they don't understand the power that they have. Just did you just make this? This is the one we're making right now. We're making it right now. Brawler's really good counter pick. True. Why is Corrin so high? I think Corrin's broken. She has probably the best frame trapping in the entire game. She has Corrin up air. She does really well versus all of the characters that matter, which gives her a lot of points. A pin is ridiculous. She's got amazing killing, solid edge guarding, solid recovery. She's just solid in every single aspect. Like I think Corrin is like what Lucina used to be. Lucina was just like solid everywhere. Corrin is just solid everywhere, and she has Corrin up there. Nah, what do you mean nah? You can't just say nah. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably Mario. Did you know that if you try to edgeguard Crom, you will die? Exactly, because the up B just kills you. And he'll live, by the way, because he'll snap the ledge, and you won't. You just die. Rizziasu needs to pick up Brawler as his main. Can you imagine? I need Rizziasu to main like, just one character for a year and then go back to having. There's seriously 20 top 10 characters in this game. There's a lot. Rosa in B tier is blasphemy. Where would you put her? A tier? What seems to be the drama? Just the general tier list drama, I suppose. People are mad that K Rool isn't in F tier. I think it's probably the biggest issue people have had with this tier list. Switch Rosa with Olimar? Whoa, whoa. Hold on. Slow your roll there. The buzz has gotten to you. I don't think she's that good. I just think that the fact that you can lose Luma makes her Rosa with Falco. That's very reasonable. That is much more reasonable. I think Falco is better though. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I like having Rosalina at the top of B tier. It's kind of like it's like the reason that Lucas is in C. The statement. It's like, listen, Rosa players. I guess Rosalina players have actually been, so maybe I should move. People are mad Cross in top 10. Yeah, they're upset, but I just think the nerf to his recovery is too big. I don't know. You're telling me Kirby is better than my GOAT K Rool? I am, unfortunately. Yes, unfortunately, I am telling you. I've got bad news. I think Sheikah's too high. Interesting. Characters like Mario and Yoshi outperform her. I think when Sheik is at her best, then she outperforms them. But I think for a majority of the time, you might be right. Excuse me. Loki, after seeing Leo and Spargo cook top players with plant fusion, your believer in the plants. Oh god, it's honestly, and don't tell anyone this. I'm kind of also a believer in the plant. It feels really weird that he's bottom 5, but he probably shouldn't. Rizziashi should only be playing 3 characters max. Marth main, secondary Byleth, and Cloud. I think 3 is the golden number. No, I think 2 is the golden number. I think she should be playing 2 characters in Smash Ultimate. I think 3 is really, really good if you can make it work. And I think 4 is too bad. Wii Sword Fighter has hidden potential. Yeah, that's the only reason Wii Sword Fighter is not in the F tier. Because I know he has potential, I just don't know about. What hidden potential are you talking about? For Sword Fighter, I don't know. But the Sword Fighter players do. They're very persistent. Were you talking about when you said not to tell anyone? I don't even. I think it was Plant. I think it was Plant. I don't remember. Do you think he has a chance to win Genesis X? Yes, but Genesis is not stacked like at all this year. Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing if I'm being frank. But it's obviously so. Let's see who's even at Genesis. Let's go through. We can do whatever. We'll get back to the chips eventually. Oh, is it not? All right, let's see who's even at this little shindig we got here. 3,000 entrants. It's still a lot of people. But let's see who's here for all. Leo, Tweak, Spargo, Shootone, Gluto. Okay, it's gonna be good. We're gonna be all right. Do I think Leo's gonna win? Probably not. No, he looked so good at Luminosity though. I think it's possible. I think there's a very real chance But in order to do so, he's gonna maybe excuse me, gonna maybe have to beat Riddles, who he's not great versus. Speak hasn't been doing great versus. Lutiny hasn't been doing great versus. Tone don't really know. Spargo hasn't been doing great versus. He does obviously take that set at LMBM, but overall Spargo's usually winning. Karama, again, another not great one. DeBuzz, that's a good matchup for him. Zomba, not a great pick. Like, a lot of these people are just not great. But he's also beaten all of these people. So he can. If he's playing good, he can do anything. We just kind of got to wait and see. Good. Alright, back to reading chat. Sorry if I missed. You have to beat Sonics. Is Sonics at Genesis? I didn't see it. Let me give it a quick look. Sonics is not going to be there. I'm pretty sure this event. Genesis is only like an 8. I don't think it's very big, which is, again, such a shame. But it's probably because King Con is like the next week and it's in Europe and all the people that would be going. Alright, Genesis is A tier, but it hasn't actually been. Also, Umabora was a P tier, so shout out to Umabora for being a P tier. Kalu 9 is an S plus tier. 2024 is a good. S tier is too large. You might be right. I look at all those characters and those are like the broken characters. These are the mega uber broken characters. And that's what I have as the S. Akola and Mia haven't signed up for Genesis. I don't think they're going. We don't got any. No Japan at Genesis this time around, which is a darn shame. Oh, what's up? Nothing. We're doing the tier list. How you doing today? You don't think Mars is going? Mars is not going. He's going to King Kong. I think Leo has what it takes. Biggest obstacle is Tweak. I think Tweak and Gluto are going to be the tough ones. I also agree. I think Leo has what it takes. I think he is good enough to do it. But will he is the answer. Because he has to play better than he did at Luminosity. He's playing really good at Luminosity. But it's an uphill battle versus Tweak, just the matchup. And Gluten just seems to have figured out right now. But that doesn't mean that he will in their next set, right? Move Wolf down to A tier. I think Wolf is really good. I think Wolf should be in the S tier. Like, the reason that characters are in the S tier, it doesn't, like, the size of the tier doesn't matter. It's the caliber of the character. And these characters, they're S tier worthy. Poor Daisy by herself. Yeah, I don't know why she's all alone, but she's fine. She'll be all right. It's just a little bit too big by one character. Just one character, eh? Ooh, which character should I move? They all deserve to be. What tier was left to make big moves? It was a S plus tier. How can you put me Brawler above Sheik? He's just so much easier. It's just so much easier to get his, like, kill. Whereas Sheik, it's a lot harder. To just, like, get the setup straight up, I think it's just harder for Sheik. Brawler can just grab. Who's in Genesis? So Genesis was Leo, Tweak, Spargo, Shootone, Gluto, Riddles, Harama, DeBuzz, and Ken, I think are the big ones. Maybe some other ones. Genesis is the H tier seems really weird to me. They only have half of them on par with the S tiers. Yeah, I agree. That's why they're in there. A little bit. Just a little bit. Not significantly. A little. Like, if you wanted to have Pokemon Trainer or Mario or Yoshi or Sheik or Shulk in the S tier, I would say yes. Zomba's going? Is he? Okay. Let's go Zomba. If you consider how hard a character is, you have to put Pikachu out of the top 10. Yeah, probably. But that's not the only thing I consider. And also, I don't think Pikachu is hard. No, that's not true. Pikachu's very hard. But I think Pikachu's hard for different reasons than why, like, a Sheik is hard, for example. Like, Pikachu combos are hard, but you just have to be really I think Pikachu's hard, like, for the same reason that Sonic is hard. You just gotta work a lot. You just gotta be constantly thinking, constantly aware of what's happening. But what you're, like, physically doing isn't too difficult. Actually, that's not really true for up air combos. Up air combos are difficult. On top of S tier, yeah, jab back areas. Jab back is really good. LMBM was an S plus tier. Umabora was a P. S tier could be bigger. I think it could be way bigger. I'm surprised. I think the S tier is like massive. Snake feels kind of high. I think Snake, that's the lowest I'll put Snake because he's in my top 6. I think the top 6 characters in this game are just like just better than everyone else. But I think the only character that I would maybe put into that top 6 would be Aegis. Aegis would be perfect if B2 was 2 tiers higher. 2 tiers is too much. I would have given you like, yo, B2's better than Robin. I would have been like, hell yeah. But 2 tiers, too many. You think Hurt can be a top 10 player this year? Yes, for sure. He might be a top 10 player right now. Hurt is very, very good. He plays Snake like how Shogun used to play Snake, and he has that Apollo Kage aggressiveness. Like, just the perfect player. Pikachu is training room hard, Sheik is training mode hard, and smart hard. I think Pikachu's both hards, actually. But I know what you're saying. Kazuya is just training room hard for. I think right now Joker is better than Aegis. They're both inconsistent for different reasons. Joker requires a high level of play and precision, which on Aegis flaws or. I think that is a really, really good point. I just don't agree just because I think Aegis here, but I think you're not wrong. I think when a Joker's played at his peak, they're probably better than Aegis and better than Snake. I think Joker at peak is still a top 5, maybe even top 3 character in this game. But playing Joker at peak hard. Like really, really hard. And average Joker is just not good. And Arsene's not. People just edge. Hurt is really cool to watch. Used to be a Snake hater, but AK and Hurt made him watchable for me. I think that's super reasonable. I can get not liking Snake, but I can't get not liking Apollo Kage and Hurt. They're just cool players. Do you think Zachary's top 20 still? I don't even know, honestly. I'd have to have a list of top 20 players in front of me. I want to say no, just because he doesn't go to a lot of stuff. I think if he was consistently going to stuff, he'd probably have top 20 results, but he's just inconsistent. So when he does bad, it's like so much worse. Like he didn't do great at Umabora, if I recall correctly. By that I mean he didn't get top 8, so he might have still got. Weird thought, but new players probably had watched their first Leo versus Tweet and L. Could you imagine? There's definitely some people that are like that because they haven't played since the last LMBM. So if you became a fan of Smash in 2023, that's the first time you've seen. What's Crom doing up there? Jab back is. Zachary's my favorite player all time, but no, he's top 20 right now. I think that's a very fair thing to say. He just doesn't have the results, but he's like incredible. He's like Mars. Min and Kazuya are definitely solo viable, just not super consistent. Yeah, I think Min, Kazuya, Aegis. What's another easy example? I can't think of any. All the characters with like a very, very evident flaw are still solo viable. There's just like a couple matchups where you're just gonna like kind of get. Why is Bayo top 10? She's broken. Broken character. Let's actually look at this top 10. So, right now, the only character I'm not super feeling in this top 10 is Fox. I might move Fox and Peach around. What are our thoughts on that? My favorite player is Riddles, but he's not top 10 sadly anymore. Yeah, again, just doesn't have a ton of results. I think Riddles could be top 10 again, though. Fox is a little high, not for Peach, though. Who would we put instead of Fox? Because I don't think it's Cloud. Maybe Pac-Man, but I don't think so. Maybe Crom. Jetbacker is really good. So I think it's only Peach, actually. I think Peach and Fox, I would potentially switch around. But that's it. Definitely Peach if you have Peak at 4. Do you know what, Noah? Good point. Good. That's a good point. All right. Here it is. These yeah. I'll take a possibly Diddy over Fox. I think that's too far. I think Fox is broke. I wanna like not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to put Diddy too high because I just don't want that LMBM bias. He should get behind the Fox. Fox is too fast. He's so fast. He's so fast. He's just pressures too good. Ganon's too high. I would give Ganon his own tier, but I'm not gonna lie. I want to take a screenshot for Twitter, and then he it's just like so much more convenient if it's like this.
Wouldn't Bayo go to S instead of Fox because she was lower? No, I definitely think Bayo's top 10. I just think for some reason Bayo is the 10th best character in the game. Like logic wise, you're probably right, but I just think Bayo is the top, like just the 10th best character in the game. Now you have to put Fox above Crom, but Jab back air is so good. Jab back air is just a good move. You're probably right. Do you know what though? Fox has an air up smash. Come on, and down air up smash. Bayo's top 10 and Peach is better than Fox. I agree. All right, that's all I need to hear. I think everyone clap. He's farming Twitter interactions. No, I think Bayo's top 10. I think Bayo's broken. Like she struggles a little bit to kill, but I could just edge guard you. And also, I think Bayo's like the one of the best characters in the game at putting on damage. So like, yeah, I might get you to like 150 right away and not kill you for 30 seconds, but Bayo just like sits there and waits for you to make the mistake. Like the way that Lima plays Bayo, even when he struggles to kill, it's like whatever. Who cares? Bayo players would be better if they weren't always SD. Yeah, true. Why are Bayo struggling to kill when up tilt back air is a true combo? That's what I'm saying. It's like the new jab back air. You have the easiest kill confirm in the game. You have a killing jab, even if it's not the fastest, it's still a killing jab. You have a killing dash attack. You kind of have a killing forward throw, but also you could just edge guard them after the forward throw. PT's too low. I feel like that character's still top 13. Very specific. I could see PT. I'm gonna keep him in A tier because it looks better. That's it. But I think he could be it. Witch time, yeah, witch time's great. You could just sometimes you just kill people at 4. Meta Knight above Bowser, yeah, I think so. He just hits so hard, and I love Bowser, but he just hits so hard. I would personally put Bayo at 11. Literally only changing with Fox. I think that is very very. But I respect the commitment as she progressively gets better. Yeah, I think Bayo's ceiling is better than Fox's ceiling. Why is Pika so high? I think he's so high because he doesn't have a disadvantage. He doesn't have to get ledge trapped. First range is biggest in the game. And he can kill you with 0 with an edge. He has really good combos. Even with people getting way better SDI out of his combos, he still has really good combos. Alright, I think this is a good tier list. Good job, Evan. Is he getting better over time is cursed? It's super cursed. Hold on, let me take a. Everyone say cheese. Small chat. Anyway, yeah, super cursed. But it's just like it just makes sense. He just hits so hard. I think Yoshi's better than PT. That's fair. That's very reasonable. I think like well, maybe Warriors might come, but like Roy to Mario, you can kind of mix and match him honestly. I peak Bear's top 5, but hitting peak with Fox is sizably easier. True. Very true. It's up to the person. Absolutely. I also think Bale's really good in the current meta. What's Crom doing there? Crom jab backer is really good. Jab backer is like the best heal for him. All right, we got to put it on Twitter now, and then once I do that, we can wrap up the stream. While I'm doing that, though, one final plug: if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to sub, leave a like on it. I would appreciate it a whole bunch. We're slowly getting back into the content. After this, I will hopefully have a Umabora recap for you guys. Then Cafeteria Cup. Ooh, Cafeteria Cup's gonna be fun. All right, there we go. It is on Twitter. All right, so that's it. Wait, Inkling is jab back here at 524%. Is she S tier? Ooh. You know what? If I didn't already take the screenshot, I would move her up to A tier because I didn't know she had that. You got winning Cafeteria Cup. Zamba gonna win. NA for the win. You'll be getting cooked for Twitter for that Crom placement. I know he's low, but I just think the nerfs have him not in the top 10. Would you say Rob is the highest ceiling for amongst the top 10 except for Steve? No. I think Pikachu has a higher ceiling. I think Joker has a higher ceiling, and I think Bayo has a higher ceiling. But do you know what though? the only reason I'm saying that is because Rob's high ceiling is he does Nair into gyro kill every single time, and that's it. Whereas they, like Joker, Pikachu, Bayo, they have multiple ways where they're doing that, but it's all the same ceiling. They're all killing you. Sonic 2, yeah, okay, maybe Sonic as well. Ouch reliever, oh, an ouch win. Leaving your boy Osimo, I think Osimo. You think Sonic has a higher ceiling than Rob? No, I do. I just like Sonic's not gonna kill you in one hit, but Sonic also isn't gonna get hit, so whatever. All right, good question by the way. Is Wolf really that low? I think that's a good Wolf placement. I was fighting to keep him up there. I was defending him. Cosmos W would be raw. Oh, Cosmos Kanaji ouch would be so sick. Aegis is top 7. Yeah, Aegis is broken. It's a good character. Yes, they get edge guarded, but it's a good character. You were waiting till I took the screenshot so you could celebrate. It just sucks. You just think that because you play Peach. I don't know. That doesn't even mean anything. I just would trash. I just would trash you. That's all I'll say. I think besides Steve, Sonic has the high ceiling. You realistically can never get it. I think that's fair. That's why he's the second best, right? Hair Aegis sucks. Nah. Nah. Aegis just girl Crom, pretty much. And I mean Crom's pretty good too, right? MK Leo has single-handedly made people think Aegis sucks. Leo, like, half of this tier list is based off Leo. Like Byleth, Ike, Aegis. Leo has done reparable damage on all of those characters. Some for the better, some for the worse. It's taken us years to figure it out, actually. Same thing with Joker. I haven't seen a tier list since patch after Sword. That was the last patch. Oh, avoiding him. Well, I hope this wasn't like shocking to you. Aegis players are different from Aegis. Very true. Very different. Leo is spitting. Poor Ike. He's all right. He had his time in the sun. He'll be all right. I can't lie, Leo. Maybe the Aegis sucked. Aegis sucks still viable enough for people so over exaggerated. Yeah, like Aegis is obviously very very good. Duck Hunt seems too low. Low key, I could see Duck Hunt being up. Not out of the C tier, but maybe like up a couple. At the end of the day, though, bad characters are bad. Do you ever recall when Bloom said Bear was top 10 2022 and everyone said he was crazy? I do. No. He didn't say Bear was top 10. He said Bear was the best of the game. I think that's the difference, is he was saying that character was like top 5 broken. And he was kind of right. He was kind of right. Not gonna lie. Maybe a little bit ahead of the curve on there, but shocker, Bloom was smart. Smart player made a smart choice. He was right. He was right, and I was wrong. Actually, I can't even remember if I was a Bayo hater. I don't even think I thought about Bayo. Ike always ends up in the bottom of every Smash game. It's just because he's like bad archetype. Just hits hard, big sword. I'm putting all my money on Sonic taking the #1 spot in the world this year. A little bit of a spoiler for a video I may make, but I probably agree. I think Sonic's has the. I think Mia is still gonna do it because I just have like a lot of faith in him. I just think his decision making is so good. I've never seen a player make the correct choice as often as Mia does, and when he's doing it on Game and Watch, and then now Steve, it's very very good. But Sonic's, he's just so good, and he works so hard. And it's like instantly he loses to one guy, grinding that matchup for 40 hours, never gonna lose that one again. It feels like you constantly have to be bringing out new stuff versus Sonics. So I agree with you. I think Sonic is probably the player most likely to become the best in the world. And also he's playing Sonic. So he just doesn't have to worry about bracket that much. Like, yes, he still does. But it's not like a Cola, for example, might run into the best Cloud player from a region. He's probably still gonna win that, but it's scary. Might have to bring out the Aegis. Sonics doesn't have to worry about that unless he runs into like one of the really good like one of the 4 really good Fox players or like a really good Pikachu player. It's just gonna be him versus the other player, where he's probably gonna have a slight edge in the matchup. And if it's Sonics versus another player, he's just gonna win because he's just better than everyone. Or Sonics and LMBM last 2. Sonics got so. as the biggest Tweak fan in the world, Sonic's got so robbed in LMBM. Like the homing dash killed him literally 3 times, unexaggerated, just straight up. He died because of homing dash 3 times, and I still think Tweak would have won because he didn't go to Game 5. Tweak 3-1, 3-0, but tragic, definitely. Light hasn't been good enough to make it to Sonics lately. Yeah, that's another thing. Is it's light is very important. Like there's at this point in Smash Ultimate, it's like a puzzle now. It's not just like this player's gonna be the best because he's better than everyone. It's like this player's gonna be the best if X and Y players aren't doing as well, so he's able to avoid them. And like Sonic's, I think Mia's gonna be the best player in the world if Sonics doesn't go to any of his events. But if Sonics and Spargo are at every single major that Mia's at, he's probably going to struggle a lot more to be the best. But they're not going to be there. So Mia's going to be able to win like 5 majors in a row because it's Japan. And same thing with Nicola. They're going to be able to get a bunch of wins in Japan because Sonics and Spargo maybe aren't there to stop them. And then when it comes to these NA majors, if Sonics or Spargo underperform a single time when Nicola or Mia are in attendance, that's just it. Their season's just over because Mia and Nicola aren't having bad placements. And like obviously they could. But as it stands right now, that's why it's so hard for Sonics and Spargo to get that number 1 spot. It's because Japan is just like the best region in this game. Like if you want to be the best in the world, you're gonna have to play a decent amount in Japan, which like obviously it sucks, but it was like that for America for years. Like whatever, that's just how games work. There's gonna be a region that's the best, and if you're not from that region, you're gonna be at a disadvantage. And yeah, I think you should have to go to the best region if you want to be the best in the world. Like, you should have to travel to Japan once or twice. Like obviously it sucks that you kind of have to do that, but if they have to travel here, then we got to travel there. Like that's just how it is. Dracula is such a huge factor in the meta. Yes, like you look at old MKLeo, he would just beat everyone. Nowadays, it's not like that. It's not just this guy's significantly better. There's a lot of people that could take out these top 4, but they're still definitely the top 4. Also, I think it's Fox beats Sonic. Also, it's hard to think that Fox beats Sonic. I've always thought it was an even, but not wrong. Ken and Sonics have been doing pretty well. Specifically, Ken has been looking really good on that. Aqua never underperforms. He literally never. He's gotten. I think Akola. No, not. I think. I know Akola has missed 1 top 8 ever in his Smash Ultimate career, and he got ninth. It was at like a Subigeki, and then he got 7th at Genesis. 7th at Genesis is Akola's second worst placement ever. Like ever. Isn't that crazy? It's unreal. It is unreal. He's only missed the top 4. I think yeah. I think 2 times. Maybe he had a locally missed it. Who cares? Also, it's not like Mia and Colo underperform in the US. Yeah, they still do very well in the US. They're still getting like top 4 every single time. Even if they don't get the win, they're still doing incredible. Colo won a P tier. Yeah, he won a SmashCon. He 14. Mame and Repo. The Repo upset's crazy. Shouts to Repo. MKLeo got top 2 at 22 consecutive majors. Like, that is crazy. That's, I don't think that'll ever be. Obviously, like, aside from like the 0 streak, that's never get broken. They don't do really well. They lose only to Sonic Spargo. I've been assuming they don't just do. Yeah, they. I misread it. You were right. They literally just lose to those 2 guys. Like who else takes out Mia and Akola? Light sometimes Akola. I think Zamba will beat Akola when they play. I think Leo will beat Mia when they play. I think Tweak can beat both of them, but Akola versus either of them is honestly a little scary. I think Riddles can maybe do it, but they're not great. Combat S tier's bold, but I like it. Well, he's got Jet back here. Light has only beaten Nicola once in like 6. Is it really? I thought he beat him. I thought it was 2-4. But if it's only one, Gluthony. I mean, yeah, Gluthony got that win on Mia at Umabora. I think Bloom could possibly beat Mia when he can get to the point. Same thing with Nicola. You don't think so? Damn. By the NA brain. I think Bloom and Lima can beat. They can get to that level. Bloom just needs to leave the Europe more, or maybe people need to go to Europe more so he can get better. I think if Bloom did like what Tarek did this year or next year or whenever, he will reach that top 10 level. And it's like again, it's not a shot. It's not a shot at Europe. It's just an objective fact that traveling makes you when you just get to play against more play styles. I mean, even people traveling to Europe, I think is a good. Um, that one that had a movie with it, Steve Summit skit. Yeah, that's probably why I remember it like that. Got a whole movie. Um, if every top player played, who'd have each other? Who'd have the highest win rate? Probably Sonics. Sonics. Sonics because he would beat a Cola and Mia. You gotta think about that. Like Anathema might beat a Cola. Tarek is really cool. He's such a good player. I was gonna do. I might still do it, but might be a little late at this point. But I was gonna do an award show for 2024, 2023. Tarek was gonna be my most improved player. Gonna get a big old award. I might still do that. If I do, you get a little. Now you have to go to Japan and EU to prove that you're the best. Yeah, it's weird, right? Well, I guess. Excuse me. You don't gotta go to Europe still, but you should. If you want to be the best, you gotta play. You get to play against Gluto, against Bloom, against Reflo, against Tarek, Quick, against Siskwi. Yeah, going to Europe is like valuable because you get that good Samus experience. Like, you want to be good versus Samus, then you got to go to Europe, man. They got a lot of good Samus players over there. Greninja isn't like that important, but if you want to be good against Greninja, you can go there. They got Raikou right now for the Sora matchup. They got Luigi for Luigi. Honestly, the European meta definitely hurts Europe as a region because they don't have as many Sonics. They have Pelly, but I think it's just Pelly. But there's probably other ones, but they don't have a lot of Game Watches. They don't have a lot of Robs. Like they've got a couple, but definitely not a lot. They have like no Snake players. So when they're coming to Japan or America, where we got a whole lot of Game Watches and we got a whole lot of Snakes and Robs and Sonics, they're just not ready for those matchups. And you need to be ready for those matchups. They're tricky ones. Samus is 7% of results in EU. That's 2% more than Steve in the world. They like her over there. MKLeo Goat can be number one again. Low key, yes, he can. He definitely can. He's got what it takes. But will he? That's the thing. He's got to beat Mia. He has to outwork Mia and Sonics and Nicola, which is a lot of work. And Spargo. Ultimate is a much more competitive game, and a lot of zero streaks were nice. Yeah, the zero streak is kind of sullied because so many of them are at like locals. Obviously, it's still incredible. I think the matchup Japan is not ready for is Palutena, unironically. There's only Jagaima. I think, yes, I actually 1,000% agree with you. I think Palutena is a great pick in Japan. To be fair, Raflov didn't do like amazing in Umabora, but one guy's result at one event doesn't mean the whole region is well represented there. I think Palutena is like the one character Japan is kind of missing. Corrin as well. They don't have any Corrins. But they got a Bayo now. Tama P. Didn't take him too. District is overrated and underrated at the same time. True. Thinking about Zombo versus Leo at Crown. Cursed him insanely. Nao? Oh, that's true. They do have Nao. I forgot about him. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. I forgot. He was like the OG Corrin, too. Something happened? Nope. I just. Whoops. Rappo lost game for it against Kameme because the Sheik roll one. Dude. Kameme is like. That's like his thing. He'll just pick like a random character in game 4 and somehow he'll win the game. Like he definitely should not win the game. Then he just goes back to Sora and he uses the tilt to win. Why is Banjo where he is? Torguri. He's won me over. That's it, straight up, just him. Zachary has a Corrin. I mean, like, yeah, so does he. My brain's far. He has like everything. He's got a Corn. He has a Wario. He's a Rob, Sheik, Joker, Wolf, Game & Watch, Sonic. Maybe a Brawler goes crazy. True. The best Brawler in the world. All right, chat. Rosa should be a tier higher. A tier higher is a little. Does Proto Bonham still complete? No, I think medical issues kind of took him out of it. I don't think he's like fully retired, but as of right now, he's taking a step back. Raffo definitely got stolen in game 4 against Kimeme. Oh, he got robbed so hard. He did, like, he definitely should have won that. He just, Kimeme clutched it. All right. Zacker's like the Abadango character pool guard. Aba's like, he plays like, what, Rob now? He's got so many characters. All right. Actually, got to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for commenting in. I had a fun stream. Be sure to sub, like, super sub, I think. I forget what it's called on YouTube. Doesn't really matter. Thank you all for supporting. I'll see you all